Hey, what's up, everybody? Lawson and I'm still with Lawson, and we are at my buddy CJ's house of Monitor Ops and Exotics. You can find him on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, sir.
And he produces a lot of black dragons. He's very consistent, and he's got a lot of other cool water monitors, and we're going to check him out today. So where are we starting?
With Igor.
Igor?
Yep.
Oh, shoot. A big T-negative albino? Is this a male or a female?
This is a male. He's probably about 4 foot. Come here. Let me see. Let me get some clothes.
Oh, wow. Look how handsome he is. So, now this is the larger variety, right? Do you know who produced him originally? Or
I know Jim Heck produced him. He's the Partho. And his female was imported, I believe. I think she was a het T-negative. And she produced a visual Partho.
Oh, wow. So this is what my guy will grow into one day. It's not too far off. Maybe a couple, maybe this end of this season he'll look. His yellows are so nice. And you can see where he's about to shed, and you can see on his legs where he just shed.
He seems to be in a constant shed.
Yeah, well, that's good. It means he's happy and growing. He's looking at the little red string off of my camera. Like, is that food? You got food?
Oh, I have food in the house
Okay.
already. So I'm going to do some recording of a feeding.
Oh, this reptile room. I mean, I feel like I'm in the rainforest or something. It's hot and humid. Yeah, it feels good. It's been cold up here for me. And
this is our coral female.
Oh, wow. So this is the one I think you posted about just yesterday?
Yeah, I think she's sockling.
Without offending.
She's a grouch.
Okay. I don't want to. These stinking cameras, you got to get them so close to actually see the animal. She's pretty. Now, the one you showed me inside isn't as light. And what exactly is a coral, or how is that morph produced?
So it's a visual expression of the T-negative and the T-positive gene, meaning they carry both genes. So if you breed them together, you can get T-negatives, you can get T-positives, or you can get the visual expression of both, which is the coral, which is the T-positive and the T-negative.
She's pretty.
So, and if you breed her to, from my understanding, if you breed her to a T-negative like Igor, you can get half will be T-negative visuals and half will be corals.
Now,
that's how that works.
Is that your goal with her?
Yes.
Okay. So that's coming this season?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Just
Awesome.
waiting on her to suckle her first clutch first. So
good things are coming here. So she's going to do her first on her own?
yes.
Okay.
I like to try to do that, you know.
Smart.
I just think that's the safest way to go. So.
And this is something you don't get to see at my house, an indoor enclosure. So got it all set up. And that's her lay box over there.
Yep. It's got a heat mat under the soil, and the thermometer, or whatever you want to call it, the thing up here controls it right up here.
Yeah, I see. That's one thing we're going to talk about later is you're using digital thermostats that run through your phone.
Yep, thermostats. That was the word
to read everything, which I need to add to all my hide boxes. And where else? I guess you said that I could even put it in my incubator where it's going to alert me if something, God forbid, ever happened in there.
Yep,
if
the temperature got
drops,
too hot or too cold.
It could let me know as an alert. So.
Yep, it'll alert your phone.
This guy is he's watching from here.
I probably should have cleaned the glass on my enclosures. You can't keep them clean around here, though, hardly. They're constantly just...
Life happens.
All right, let's...
And Lawson's already over here. He's moved on without us.
That's
I'm
funny.
getting ideas.
And this is Wednesday. We can open it so you can record better. I'll let you come on this side.
Sure.
It swims that way.
Oh, wow. Whoa. That guy is magnificent.
And that's Wednesday. That's our only black dragon female right now. She just laid us a big clutch.
She's pretty.
She's wondering where her food is.
Now, about how long do you think it takes your females to rebound and cycle again after laying?
About 35 to 40 days, I noticed.
35, 40 days.
But every now and again, she'll throw you for a loop and start a cycle instantly. Had that happen the last time, and she gave me a bunch of slugs. So
yeah, I think Lily did that for me one time in 28 days after eggs. She was already laying in weird positions and was starting another cycle.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. Because, like, I always write down on a calendar, like, to keep up with my cycles and the days in between. I do the math, you know, so I'll kind of learn their cycle. And, like, when they do that, it just completely throws everything you knew off. Because you don't know if the next time they're going to do that or if they're going to go back to their normal one. So I'll usually try to introduce them, like, I'll start at 30 days just to be safe. And I'll know, like, within, like, a few minutes if she's receptive or not. Because if she's not, she's running all over the enclosure. He's chasing her. She wants nothing to do with him, you know. So then I'll pull her out, and then I'll usually wait 5 more days, and then I'll reintroduce. If the same thing happens, I'll pull her out, and I'll wait probably like 3 more days. But by day 40, usually I'm going to keep her in there no matter what. Because she's not a huge fan of him because I think he's so much bigger.
Yeah,
so, you know.
That's incredible. So I haven't seen a black dragon that big yet.
But
and now Forrest isn't going to be impressive anymore.
But you can see he has a little scarring on him. He used to be flawless, but when I had Sky here, I put him in with Sky to breed. And we can open this up and get a better picture here. Let me close this though, because she's going to try to come hang out, I think. But he's actually allergic to dry lock.
Really?
I've ever known to be allergic to dry lock. That's the only thing I could figure out. I talked to the vet and everything, and he got blisters on his skin when I put him in here in this enclosure. I've had different lizards in here. None ever had an issue, but within like not even a couple of days, he started blistering up under his scales.
So how big is he?
I think he's roughly 8 foot.
Roughly 8 foot.
Because I used to have 8 foot landscape timbers in here. Like this used to be all of his enclosure, but I needed more space, so I split it. But his shelves used to be 8 foot landscape timbers, and he pretty much, you know, covered the whole thing.
How old is he?
He is 5 years and 3 months.
Wow.
Are you awake? Come here.
Look at the amount of tail on him.
Yeah, he's hard to maneuver around. You gonna come down here and say hey? Usually he's always coming down.
Look at this guy.
He usually tries to come climb in my lap whenever I'm in here.
He's amazing.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. I've had him since he was probably like as small as Nero in there.
Maybe I need to hide that red string. It seems to be a thing for you guys.
And he's always shedding. And you'll be amazed at how little this dude eats and stays this size.
Oh, he's like perfect weight.
He eats about 190-gram quail 3 times a week. That's all I feed him.
But he's obviously friendly.
Oh yeah, he loves everybody.
That's, man, what a beautiful animal. God, come on, buddy. So,
This is so cool. Well, there's the scarring he was talking about.
Yeah.
from dry lock.
Does he have difficult shedding on the scarred areas?
Oh no, it just comes right off, but it'll always be scarred, unfortunately. Sucks.
Hey, buddy. This is what an 8 foot black dragon looks like. My Lord.
Yeah, he is awesome.
Yeah, most people don't believe me when I tell them he's roughly 8 foot.
That tail is amazing, man.
I mean, you can see right here how big the base is, just with my hand.
And his personality's amazing. He's come on out.
Yeah, he'll come out and hang, but
He can be pretty destructive
Yeah, he likes to climb up the trash can.
and knock stuff
Monitors destructive.
over. I mean,
Usually, if I'm in here working,
this
sometimes
big
it's just-
guy, he can't turn around on a dime.
So he don't get startled easy. He don't tail whip.
Oh no, he don't show any aggression unless you got some food in your hand. And he ain't aggressive toward your hand. He just wants the food.
He wants the food.
He is so food motivated. It's insane.
Wow.
He's what a treat to be able to see him, man. They're all awesome.
It made the drive worth it. Well, and meeting you.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to meet you. So.
Well, I'm glad y'all got to
So
come
the
hang out,
substrate, you're just grabbing leaves.
So
I got these from the mountain
Okay.
and just some no float cypress mulch, and I'll just mix it together.
Okay.
So
And when the females lay,
I can show you my nest box right here. This is
Yeah.
actually one too.
oh, I see how you built it off the edge here. Okay.
Come here.
You gotta get a picture holding that bad boy.
yeah.
Come on.
That's hell.
Now, have you had him from the beginning?
I have since he was about the size of Nero in there.
Really?
Since he was probably like 8 inches long.
So how old do you say he is now?
5 years
5 years.
and 3 months. The 11th of February.
Now, is he full grown, or will they continue past this 5
They'll
mark?
continue to grow. It's just at a much slower pace.
Okay.
So I just set it up. When I designed this enclosure, I just put it on the outside because I thought it'd be easier just to like lock the female out and then get the eggs. And I can remove this portion right here. That way I can bend over in here a lot easier.
Oh yeah, digging out is a lot of work.
Oh yeah. So I actually need to add a little bit more substrate, but there's probably like 16 or 18 inches in here.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
So I kind of want to add probably another like 6 inches.
Now, I've noticed when I dig out the lay box and I find out where the clutch of eggs is, I still dig the rest of the box out. Do you ever have like 1 or 2 eggs in a different spot?
I usually just dig like in a pretty big radius around where I find the eggs, and then if I don't find any, I just fill it back in and mound it back up where she thinks the eggs are still in there.
So do you think my females are digging more test spots because they're not happy with temperature, or
No, I think they
are
all
less
dig.
experienced females? Or
No, I think they all just like test dig until they find that perfect spot, because she test digged for like 2 weeks probably, here, there, everywhere, until she finally found the spot. But what's funny is she always lays in the same spot in here, which is always like right here in this corner. She always lays right there. She'll test dig.
yeah, but this is
all the
this is a
time.
very controlled environment.
It is.
So the perfect temperature. So where he was saying is the perfect temperature is right there. So
See, the heat mat's over here, so it's not actually on the heat mat where she lays.
if the temperature's
lays over
perfect,
here.
it's going to be there every time. Whether it's winter or summer, it should be pretty consistent in here.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like summer in here. So, like, where my mat is against the wall and not on the floor, and then I have like a moisture gradient up and down. Further down is more moist, and then the temperature is basically from side to side. In the summer, I have my females laying on the full cool side of the lay box, the water monitors. And now the ones that I just dug up are within the first 10 minutes to the mat right now. But it's cold outside.
Yeah.
So big difference keeping inside and outside.
Yeah, it's a lot more room for air, I think, outside, huh? Since
I
you
suppose-
can't control
Again,
it as much.
I'm still learning.
Yeah.
I've got a lot to learn.
I mean, I can see it. I mean, it makes sense, you know, because you can't control outside temperature. You can only control so much, you know. So with your soil temperatures out there, you know, it makes sense that they would lay on the heat mat closer, you know, during the winter times.
I still haven't hatched out a water monitor.
Oh, you will.
Yeah.
You got some incubating though, don't you?
It's full.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty full.
So yeah, you're gonna have a whole lot of monitors hatching out. Probably more hatching out than I've produced yet.
I don't know about
I've
that.
produced about 70 or so black dragons at this point.
Well, it seems like every time I turn on the computer, there's more of your babies.
That's just because I'm always advertising.
Marketing.
Yeah,
So cool.
That's one of the biggest things.
For sure.
And I try to design all these enclosures where I can easily like access them and do work in there. You know, I don't have a ton of logs everywhere. Which, when we build our new place, I want to do more like zoo display enclosures where there is more logs and stuff. But since I'm in such a tight
Fake plants.
like space in here, I
So
like to build them, work inside those without much.
Kind of closer to like my whole idea behind being functional for the purpose of breeding. The space still for the quality of life for the animal and everything, but more of a functional enclosure where a lot of people have stuff that looks like a natural habitat.
Yeah,
which
I love that, but
on a scale, it's a lot to maintain.
It's a whole lot. Just with what I have, like I can spend hours out here a day.
Oh yeah,
just spot cleaning, changing bulbs, changing water. Like watching your animals to see like a female cycling. Just tons of things. Like there's a lot that goes into it that a lot of people don't understand. So
absolutely, monitors are a lot of work. Be prepared what you're getting into before you purchase one.
They're rewarding as well, but they are a lot of work. That's why I always try to tell everyone.
They're beyond rewarding.
Yeah, they are.
they are.
It's hard to describe to people who don't keep monitors.
They're so smart.
Everybody, like some people, they keep snakes, and then they get a monitor. Like, man, I wish I'd have known this a long time ago. How smart and intelligent and rewarding they are to keep. I mean, snakes are cool too, but like, do they really have personalities? I mean, some of them, maybe like the big reticulated pythons and like the larger snakes. Maybe I haven't really kept any like super large snakes. But I can tell you right now, every monitor I've ever had has had its own individual personality. Not one of mine's ever been exactly
here's perspective for you. If humans are smarter than monitors, I only have to buy a human a beer at the bar, and then they're my friend. You really have to earn their trust. And friendship of a monitor. You do.
Yeah.
They're smarter.
And they can recognize people for who they are too, in my opinion. Like I think they recognize individuals.
Yeah.
Do you think that they recognize you, like your monitors, over like if I was to walk up?
I've noticed some of mine notice their previous owner's voice over the phone if we put it on speakerphone.
Huh.
Actually, like perk up,
like
tilting their head, like absolutely recognize a voice over the telephone. So.
Yeah,
smart.
they're so smart.
All right, I think I'm supposed to hold one, and that's how we'll probably finish up. So give us a minute. All right, we're finishing up in this room where he is raising up his younger monitors, some of the holdbacks and future animals for his breeding program. And this is Nero. Whoop. Nero probably saw its reflection on the camera. Let me know if you want me to step in. Whoop. Almost perfect. Good save.
Calm down. Calm down, dude.
Like these strangers are right here.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know these people.
All right, I'm going to move in super slow. I think we kind of freaked him out a little bit. Beautiful. And this is a baby you produced.
Yes,
so again, guys, Monitor Ops and Exotics. Check them out. Facebook and Instagram. CJ's a good guy. And sometimes when you're buying stuff online, you don't know if someone's real or not. He's real. We came and visited him. He's a good guy. So that's all for today. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. See you soon.